In the northwest Highlands of Scotland, there's a group of mountains across from Ben Nevis called the Mamores. The Mamores mountain range is home to some of the best ridge walks in Scotland. The scariest among them is none other than the Devil's Ridge. This stretches from one Munro to another and has plenty of airy drops, steep climbs and pinnacles to conquer. We set off the previous day with 6 Munros in our sights, including visiting the UK's second highest waterfall and making it our home for the night. Join us on this adventure as we explore the Scottish wilderness.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're in Glen Nevis and we're planning on doing 2 of the Mamores, Stob Ban, and I'm not sure where the other one is, but I'll put it on the screen. And then we're going to camp somewhere in Glen Nevis, maybe across from the Steall Falls, and then tomorrow do another 4, the Ring of Steel. But yeah, the weather's absolutely unbelievable right now, absolutely roasting, so shut up and I'll see you guys near the top. Just making our way up through this forest. It's literally so steep, it's absolutely roasting. That's Glen Nevis behind me, you can see just through those trees. I've never had it this warm in my life.
So we zigzagged our way up through the forest, and the views down to Glen Nevis just got better with every step, and it wasn't long before we could see the top of the first Munro.
Right, we're just making our way to the top of Stob Ban, and I'll show you what we can see right now. It looks pretty good. So I think that's the top of Stob Ban there. It looks absolutely amazing. And if I spin you around here, that's Skur a Mime. I'm not sure, I think that's how you pronounce it, but that's one of the last one we'll do tomorrow. And you can see the path we'll take down just there, and that right there is the Devil's Ridge, and you can actually see the moon. Pretty impressive. But the Devil's Ridge looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, we'll continue on. We're at about 630 metres, so it's not too far to go. Here we are. Right, I've made it to the top of Stob Ban at 999 metres, so it's literally 1 metre below the kilometre mark. The views are absolutely amazing. I'll spin you around and show you some of them. Right, you can see back to Ben Nevis, absolutely massive, and then that's over to the Devil's Ridge, part of the Ring of Steel. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Looks pretty good. You just follow that path along there, and then if I spin you around this way, I don't think you can see Loch Leven. I think it's just hidden behind these hills, but that's Loch Glen, feeds into the sea, and that's back towards Glencoe. I think that huge one there is with Nambian, and I'm not sure the other ones, but that's just all the ones of Glencoe. And then that's where we're heading next. That's Mealnan Cornine, I'm not sure, something like that. And you can see the path. You have to backtrack a little bit and just follow that along. So yeah, we'll continue on because it's about 10 past 5 right now, and we'll see you when we're further ahead.
We made our way off the summit of Stob Ban, and it wasn't long till we had the second Munro of the day in our sights. The path between the 2 Munros was fairly flat, but that didn't take anything away from the views. They certainly didn't disappoint. Down one side was the blue lochs feeding into the sea, and the other side was dominated by the enormous Ben Nevis. It was just amazing.
Right, we've made it to the top of Mullach nan Corrion. I think it's 939 metres, so it's quite a bit smaller than the other one. Just sitting on the summit cairn right now. The views are absolutely amazing, but we're both pretty done in. It's absolutely roasting, so I think we're just going to head back to the car. So we'll probably see you then. We're just heading back down to the cars now. We're probably at about 400 metres, so half an hour or something to get to the car, and it's 7:05, so not too bad. I think we're just going to get down and then head into Fort William, maybe get a chippy or something, because we're both absolutely starving. I think we've earned it as well. It's been a tough day in this heat. And then head up to Steall Falls. There's a beautiful spot just overlooking Steall Falls. If it's not already taken, we'll camp there, but I mean, on a night like this, pretty popular spot. But I suppose we'll see when we're there. So yeah, we'll head down, get some food, head up to Steall Falls, and we'll see you in about an hour or so. Right, it's been a couple hours since you last saw us, and this camping spot's gold. I mean, you literally cannot get better than this. I'll spin you around and show you what I'm seeing. This is beautiful. It's just so serene, so calm. It's amazing. So we're at the Steall waterfall. Oh, we're not quite at it, we're just a little bit down. This is absolutely amazing. I'm guessing this is the River Steall. I haven't actually checked though. And we're just going to set up tents there and there. And that is Steall waterfall. Not sure how tall it is, but I'll find out and put it on the screen. It's absolutely beautiful though, just so calm here. Just perfect for camping. And we're actually going to be walking along to the waterfall tomorrow, so we'll show you it up closer. Going across the wire bridge, which maybe you can make out just there, and then heading up in that direction to do the Ring of Steall. But yeah, I'll get the tent set up and I'll report back once I've done that. There we go, got the tent set up, and I mean, look at this for a camping spot. Absolutely perfect. The only bad thing is the midges are terrible, absolutely eating us alive. But look at that, Steall Falls. So nice. Don't mind me, I look so stupid with this midgie net on. You can actually see them on the camera, look at them just buzzing about. Horrible little things. I think I'm just gonna hit the hay now. It's about 10 to 10, so it's getting quite late. Gonna get some sleep, because I've got a big day again tomorrow. Doing the Ring of Steall, which should be absolutely amazing. 4 more Munros and the views. It's meant to be just as nice as today, which was clear skies, just perfect weather. So yeah, we'll get some sleep and we'll see you guys again in the morning. Morning guys, still pretty tired, but I actually had quite a good night's sleep. If you're ever going to camp somewhere in Glen, Nevis, if you're doing the Mamores or you're doing Bed Nevis or something like that, definitely come up to the Steall Falls. This is honestly perfect. It's just flat land, you've got a river running beside you, which is just so nice. You can hear the Steall Falls in the background. It's just so peaceful, so calm, and there's so much stuff to do. There's the wire rope bridge as well. But yeah, I think we're just going to get the tents packed up just there. Going to get them packed up and then head towards the Steall Falls. With a big day ahead of us, we were keen to start early, so we got going and headed towards the waterfall. And with the sun lighting up the valley, it was shaping up to be a day to remember. But with a bit of time to spare, we decided to have a go on the wire rope bridge, which was actually a lot harder than it looks. Right, we've been going for about an hour now, and this waterfall's like back down in that direction. You can see Ben Nevis just behind us, and we're just sort of zigzagging our way up to the first Munro. We've only got like a kilometre and a half or 2 kilometres in distance, but another like 400 metres of ascent. It's literally so steep, and this heat is unbelievable. Not complaining, to be fair, because it's rare that we get it, but yeah, it's tough. But yeah, we'll continue on and we'll see you when we're closer to the top. Pretty close to the top, that's it, just up there. And the views are absolutely amazing, opened up towards Ben Nevis, and that's the CMD arete you can make out just there. I don't think that's Carmore Gerag. Just follow that along. And I think that's over to the Grey Corries. We've made it to the top of the first Munro. I think it's 982 metres. So I think we're just going to sit here and get some food, get some water, and then head on to the ridge. It looks absolutely amazing. Just making our way along the ridge. This is really good. Really exposed off down to the right hand side. But you can see where we're going. I think that one's the next Munro, and that's the third. And the last is all the way around there. And then you head down the other side. This is pretty amazing. I can't lie. Right, we're just making our way up to the third Munro right now. It's literally so steep. You can see the second Munro just behind us. It is literally so steep, pretty much vertical. Right, we've made it to the top of Bodach. I think this is the second tallest of today. It might even be the second tallest of the trip. I think it is actually. The tallest is the last one we're doing, Scuramime. And these views are absolutely unbelievable. I'll spin these round and show you. That's Blackwater Reservoir down behind me. So that's some of the Mamores. There's 4 other Mamores. I think that's Benin Moor. And maybe Benin Beg, that wee small one. It looks absolutely tiny. That's back along the ridge we've come along. Back to Ben Nevis and Cormor Gerag. I'll spin these round. Yeah, it's Blackwater Reservoir. Back into Glencoe. You can see Ben Moor and Stobinian as well. That's the Bucco. The Dean Nambian's the huge one in the picture there. Yeah, these views are absolutely amazing. Just going to sit here for like 15-20 minutes, get some food, and then head on to the fourth one. There's absolutely no wind in the air right now. It's just so calm. We've got pretty lucky with the weather today. This point right here behind me marks the start of the Devil's Ridge, which heads up to Scuravane, which is the last Munro of the day. And that is over to, look how impressive that is, that's Stob Ban. That's one of the ones we did yesterday. So yeah, we're going to head up the Devil's Ridge and see if it lives up to the name. It's meant to have like pinnacles and be airy on either side. So yeah, I'm really excited for this should be amazing.
We started to make our way along the Devil's Ridge, and it definitely didn't disappoint. Falls of several hundred metres on each side meant you had to watch your step and take real care with every movement. There was also a couple of pinnacles to climb over, with a bypass path down to the side if you didn't fancy it. And to top it off, you had some of the best views of the walk in the direction of Stob Ban, which we had climbed the previous day. It was certainly one of the best ridge walks I've seen in Scotland.
We've just left the top of Scuravane, the final Munro of the day, and we've just got this sort of scree slope that we're heading down. And the views from that Munro were absolutely unbelievable towards some of the Munros we did yesterday, Stob Ban in particular, and then back along the Devil's Ridge. It was amazing to the Munros we did earlier on today. The Mamores is just an amazing place, and right now I'll spin you round and show you what the view is. So this is the view on the way down, absolutely unbelievable. Back down to Fort William just there, and we'll have to head back up the valley to get the car. That's Ben Nevis, just massive. And we're about to leave this sort of like rocky scree slope and go onto grass, so it'll be so much easier to walk along. But yeah, these Munros have been unbelievable, and the weather has been so kind to us. I think I'm just going to end the video here, guys. We're not too far from the car now. Probably take us another sort of 20 or 30 minutes to get there. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this one. It's been amazing to make. Both days we've had amazing weather. The camping spot was just perfect, and the ridge, I mean, it just speaks for itself. The views were spectacular the whole 2 days. So yeah, leave a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe as well for more videos like this. I've got like loads of things planned in the coming months. We're just getting into summer as well, so walking is just perfect right now. And if you have enjoyed it, let me know. If you haven't enjoyed it, let me know in the comments as well. It's nice to hear your feedback. And I'll see you guys next week for another adventure.